Selah. So he gonna visit them, alright, in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure. Alright. Okay, so back to Luke chapter 1. Alright. Verse 71, it says that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. Alright. That's right, because that's right, man. Alright. I mean, it's been proven. Oh, let me finish that out. Psalms 39:19. Alright. Psalms 39:19 says, surely thou wilt slay the wicked, O God. Depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men. For they speak against thee wickedly, and thy enemies take thy name in vain. Okay. It says, do I not hate them, O Lord, that hate thee? Am I not grieved with those that rise up against thee? I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies. And 2/3 of the nation of Israel are enemies to the Lord. So the Lord's going to destroy you too. Okay? Alright, Proverbs 11:21. Though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, but the seed of the righteous shall be delivered. Which is what's the seed of the righteous? The Israelites. They're going to be delivered out of the hands of them that hate us. Okay? Like it's saying Luke chapter 1 verse 71. It says that we should be saved from our enemies, the other nations, and from the hand of all that hate us. Alright? The other nations. And 2/3 of y'all, you gonna die with them. Alright? Because you join unto them. Okay? Get there real quick in Jeremiah. Alright? You're gonna have to die the death of the uncircumcision. Jeremiah 9:25. It says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will punish all them which are circumcised with the uncircumcised. Alright. It says Egypt and Judah and Edom and the children of Ammon and Moab and all that are in the uttermost corners that dwell in the wilderness. For all these nations are uncircumcised, talking about the heathen. Alright, and all this is talking about the natural heathen, okay? This ain't talking about the Israelite foreigners that were being called the uncircumcision by the Jews when you read the book of Acts and the letters of Paul, alright, in the New Testament. Those were Israelites that received salvation. This is talking about the natural heathen, alright, the other nations, our enemies. It says, for all these nations are uncircumcised, and all the house of Israel are uncircumcised in their heart. Alright? So if the Lord, he didn't give you this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, alright, and you don't endure unto the end to be saved, then you are 2/3 and you're gonna be destroyed, man. Okay? Because you gotta endure unto the end. Alright, it says that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. That's right, verse 72. It says to perform the mercy promised to our fathers. Alright, and to remember his holy covenant. Alright. Okay. Alright, and what was that? Alright, let's get that real quick. Use this one. Leviticus chapter 26:40. Alright. It says, Leviticus 26:40, it says, if they shall confess their iniquity and the iniquity of their fathers, which they trespass against me, and that also they have walked contrary unto me, and that I also have walked contrary unto them, and have brought them into the land of their enemies. If then their uncircumcised hearts be humbled, and they then accept the punishment of their iniquities, then will I remember my covenant with Jacob, and also my covenant with Isaac, and also my covenant with Abraham will I remember, and I will remember the land. Okay, let's do that real quick. Alright, Genesis chapter 17, verse 1. Alright, show those covenants. Alright, it says, and Abram was 90 years old and 9, and the Lord appeared unto Abram and said, I am the almighty power, walk before me, be thou perfect. And I will make my covenant between me and thee, and will multiply thee exceedingly. And Abram fell on his face, and the Most High talked with him, saying, as for me, behold, my covenant is with thee, and thou shalt be a father of many nations. Alright, neither shall thy name be any more be called Abram, which is in the Hebrew Abaram, which means exalted father. Okay, but thy name shall be Abraham, which is Abraham, which is father of multitudes. It says, for a father of many nations have I made thee, and I will make thee exceedingly fruitful, and I will make nations of thee, and kings shall come out of thee. And I will establish my covenant between me and thee and thy seed, singular, thy seed after thee in their generations, for an everlasting covenant, to be a God unto thee and to thy seed, singular, not everybody, the seed after thee. And I will give unto thee and to thy seed, singular, after thee, the land wherein thou art a stranger, all the land of Canaan, for an everlasting possession. And I will be their God. Okay. And God said unto Abraham, thou shalt keep my covenant, therefore thou and thy seed after thee and their generations. Okay, talking about Israel. It says, this is the covenant which ye shall keep between me and you and thy seed after thee. Every man child among you shall be circumcised, and ye shall circumcise the flesh of your foreskin, and it shall be a token of the covenant between me and you. The 8th day, and he that is 8 days old shall be circumcised among you, every male child in your generations, he that is born in the house or brought with money of any stranger which is not thy seed. Alright. Now to prove who that was with, this is Genesis 17:15. God said unto Abraham, as for Sarai, thy wife, which is Sharayah, which means my princess. Alright, thou shalt not call her Sarai, but Sarah, which is Sharah, which is princess. Her name be. I will bless her and give thee a son also by her. Yea, I will bless her, and she shall be a mother of nations. Kings of people shall be of her. Talking about the Israelites. Alright, then it said that Abraham fell on his face and laughed, and said in his heart, shall a child be born unto him that is 100 years old, and shall Sarah that is 90 years old bear? And Abraham said unto God, that Ishmael might live before thee. And God said, Sarah thy wife shall bear thee a son indeed, and thou shalt call his name Isaac. And I will establish my covenant with him for an everlasting covenant, and with his seed after him. Okay. And as for Ishmael, I have heard thee. Behold, I have blessed him, and make him fruitful, and will multiply him exceedingly. 12 princes shall he begot, and I'll make him a great nation. But, all right, but my covenant will I establish with Isaac, which Sarah shall bear unto thee at this set time the next year. All right. So that was the promise that was given to Abraham, then to Isaac. Okay. All right. Right here. This is Genesis 26:1. And there was a famine in the land, besides the first famine that was in the days of Abraham. And Isaac went unto Abimelech, king of the Philistines of Gerar. And the Lord appeared unto him and said, Go not down into Egypt, dwell in the land which I shall tell thee of. Sojourn in this land, and I will be with thee, and will bless thee. For unto thee and unto thy seed, singular, I will give all these countries, and I will perform the oath which I swore unto Abraham thy father, and I will make thy seed to multiply as the stars of heaven, and will give unto thy seed all these countries, and thy seed shall all nations, in thy seed shall all nations of the earth be blessed, because that Abraham obeyed my voice and kept my charge, my commandments, my statutes, and my laws. Okay? That's right. It's locking. Alright. Genesis chapter. Genesis chapter 28 or 27 and 28. See what that promise was. Alright. It says, therefore, this is Isaac blessing Jacob. It says, therefore God give thee the dew of heaven and the fatness of the earth, which is what? The good things of the earth, man. The riches of the earth, and plenty of corn and wine, which is food. Let people serve thee, and nations bow down to thee. Okay? And that's what you other nations was created for. You was created to be slaves, man. Serving who? The children of Israel. It says, be Lord over thy brethren, which is the other nations, and let thy mother's sons bow down to thee, which is who? Esau. Alright. Cursed be every one that curseth thee, and blessed be he that blesseth thee. Okay? So that's the promise to the children of Israel. That we gonna rule over what? The other nations. Alright. Starting with who? Esau. This is Genesis 25:23. And the Lord said unto her, two nations are in thy womb, two manner of people are separated from thy bowels. The one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. Talking about Jacob and Esau. Alright. It said that two nations are in her womb, which it was two male childs, proving that your nationality is generated from your fathers, not your mothers. And it says two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, meaning they of two different manners. Okay, if one want to be righteous, the other's going to do wickedness. One want to go up, the other want to go down. Alright, and they're going to be separate. They're never going to be able to come together. It says the one people shall be stronger, alright, spiritually, mentally, and physically stronger than the other people. And the elder shall serve the younger. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. The first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. So he was the elder, so he shall serve who? The younger. And after that came his brother out, who and his hand took hold of Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. Alright. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bore them. Okay. That's plenty. So Esau, he has to serve the children of Israel. So you Edomites prepare for slavery.